Hey guys, how you doing? And hope you're doing good, staying safe, all that good stuff. I hope you enjoy this little video. We got a different video here. This is a automotive video, actually. This is a car-related video about these. We are showing you my, as well as it sounds, my Volkswagen Bug Diecast Collection, as you can tell. Now, why the VW Bug? As you can tell, it's the car that I have the single most, if not the most, one of the most, if not the most, variations of. This is only the classic ones. I have a few new Beetles, but I prefer the classics, as you can tell. But so this is a pretty cool video we're gonna make. I'll show you these. But these, why not give a little history lesson on how the VW Bug came to be first? Because most of these are from our 60s models, but little did you know that the original Volkswagen Bug goes as far back as the late 30s. Yes. It all started with some other dude, I don't remember his name, but out of any other person, it was Adolf Hitler who came up with this idea for a people's car, is what Farfanugan or Volkswagen means. But of course, then not soon later, it was canned because of World War II. And then after the war broke out, it was canceled. But after the war, all that stuff, the other person, I don't know if it was Hitler as well, but they wanted to make a car that was cheap and was very reliable. And that was when the very first Volkswagen Beetle was out, the civilian version of it. There was a few of them already out for the military, but for the German military, but the very first civilian Volkswagen Beetle was in 1947. It came back. And then the following year, 1948, the very first one came to the U.S. The first few of them came to the U.S. And then the rest is history. I mean, throughout the late 40s and 50s, and even the 60s, where most of these are from, are supposed to be modeled after, they, have made appearances in movies, most knownly the Herbie the Love Bug movies. I don't have a Herbie anymore, but I used to. But these are my rests, so I guess we'll get into the collection now of my Volkswagen Beetles. So I hope you enjoy it. I guess we'll start with this one. These are the Hot Wheels and other ones. This one's not a Hot Wheels one, though. This one's a little bit bigger. This one I got not too recent. This is my most recent purchase that I know of. I think it looks like a 68 or a 69. I don't know what year. As you can tell, I'm visually impaired, so just stick with me. Roll with me, whatever you want to call it. So the next one, this one I've had forever since I was a kid. This other yellow one. I don't know if you could tell. But, yeah, it's a pretty cool yellow bug as well. They also come in different variations. This was one of my dad's from when he was young. This is a Baja. In 1965, when they came out with the Baja 1000, a lot of people would use these Volkswagen Bugs because they had cool air-cooled engines, or you can, you can put a custom engine as well in them, really cheap. And that's where you get the Baja Bug was born. As you can tell, the rear end is torn out and a custom engine's built in this one. Yeah, and it still rolls to this day. After almost 40 years, it's still great. There's a custom Bug. This is another one of my recent purchases. This one's not a Baja, but it's a cool high rod one. So yeah, it's another one of my most recent ones. And one of my favorites of the Hot Wheels ones, the red one. I think this is a 2009, 2010 casting. I'm not sure. Can you see that? I'm not sure. So yeah. And now I guess we'll get to the big ones. Oh wait, there's one. Oh, never mind. This one is a Lego one I pretty much built by my own. It's another yellow one. Standard. I almost built this one by myself. This is some Mexican company, I think, built in Mexico. I built this one almost by myself. So yeah. And then we'll get to the kit. I haven't built yet. I just brought it out for what the heck reason. Why not? This is a 68 VW Beetle. It's just a plain white color. I haven't built that one yet. I hope to build that one as well. Now the rest of these, I know what years they are. This one will be just going in backwards order, I think. The blue one, another one of my favorites, is a 69. It's kind of heavy. It's got foldable seats in it. Let's see here. Let me show this. The hood opens, but the trunk doesn't. So, yeah. And then this one, only the door opens. It's a 67. This was my very first one in a long time. Another yellow, just a standard yellow VW. Pretty cool bug, though. And then probably the biggest one is actually a remote control one. 63 Volkswagen Beetle, which I've shown before in my car collection, period. Whoops, there it went. I always have thought 1963 was the most iconic year for the Volkswagens. Because I thought 63 was their most iconic probably because of Herbie being a 63, so yeah. So yeah, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned some more about the VW Bug. I hope you find it interesting like I do. So I guess that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this little car video and history lesson, and hope you enjoyed it. Until then, next time.